Real Estate on Agribo 88.7 FM. This is where we talk about properties, the sale and buy of property. Are you looking forward to buying a property? Well, once it's in Nigeria, of course, we are ready to help you sell that property. That sometime soon we'll have a lawyer in the studio who will take us through things needed when it comes to buying or selling a property. Someone came to me just last week, and the person told me he wanted to sell a property. It is a piece of land, and the person he walked up to help him sell this property requested the original copy of his survey, and the person also gave it out, the original copy of the survey. All these things are things we need to talk about, because I'm not sure it is ethical for you to hand over the original copy of whatever property you're about to sell it. And well, we'll be talking to someone today. We have a number of issues to discuss on that, as well as we have a number of properties to sell right here. So you need to listen so that you know the steps to take if you want to buy a property. You know the steps to take if perhaps you want to sell a property. And that's why Agribo Real Estate is here today. I have with me in the studio today a legal practitioner, barrister Afolabi-Ariyo. I say welcome on the program, sir.
Thank you for having me.
Please, I would want you to lean a bit forward to that microphone so that you can speak into it. So once again, welcome on the program, sir.
Thank you so much, sir.
And well, like I told you off record, ètò tá a ti sọ èdè Yorùbá àti èdè Ìgbò ni torí àwọn tí ń gbọ́ wa kán lè gbọ́ àgbọ́yé ká sì lè mú gbogbo èèyàn tí ń gbọ́ wa ká lè kó wọn papọ̀ láti máa gba ìjẹ̀gbádùn ètò yìí àti pé kí gbogbo èèyàn lè kọ́gbọ́n lórí rẹ̀. Mo kí yín káàbọ̀ sórí ètò yìí, amòfin Afolabi-Ariyo.
Ẹ ṣeun atọ́kùn.
Ẹ wo ọ̀rọ̀ pọ̀, ṣùgbọ́n mo fẹ́ ká kọ́kọ́ bẹ̀rẹ̀ pẹ̀lú pé béèyàn bá fẹ́ ṣe òwò à ń ralé, àwọn kan ní òwò tó lé ní, àwọn kan lẹ́rù ń ba àwọn láti ṣe irú òwò bẹ́ẹ̀, àbí pé káwọn tiẹ̀ mọ rà kiri, àbí káwọn kọ́lé kí ẹlòmíì ó tẹ́ lọ́rùn kó kówó ẹ̀ pamọ́, kó kówó báńkì, àbí kó kó sí kódà sínú yàrá. Ẹ gbọ́, kí ni ìwòye yín lórí irú nǹkan bẹ́ẹ̀?
Ẹ ṣeun atọ́kùn. Ṣé rí ní bí ètò ọrọ̀ ajé ṣe rí ní orílẹ̀-èdè Nàìjíríà àti orílẹ̀-èdè àgbáyé jákèjádò, kí a máa kó pamọ́, ó máa ń lẹ́yìn ìgbà díẹ̀ àbùkù máa ń bá owó bẹ́ẹ̀. So oríṣiríṣi ọ̀nà la fi lè gbà láti lè jẹ́ kí ọrọ̀ kí ó máa bú rẹ́gẹ́. Ètò àti fi kéèyàn máa ralé, kó máa ralẹ̀, kó máa talẹ̀, kó máa ralé, kó máa talé, ó wà lára àwọn òwò tí ó jẹ́ kí ọrọ̀ kó máa ń bú rẹ́gẹ́ ní bọ́dún ṣe ń jí.
Bówo ló ṣe ń fọkàn balẹ̀? Ẹni kéèyàn máa fowó lé, kí n bá wọnú ilé, kí n wọnú yàrá, kí n sì mọ owó mi, kí n lọ fi ra tí ń rà kíákíá.
Ẹ ṣe mọ̀ pé bí ọrọ̀ ajé bá ṣe rí sí, ó máa ń tàbùkù tí ọrọ̀ ajé tí ò bá lọ déédé. Ohun tí èèyàn lè fi 500,000 naira ṣe níbi ọdún 5 sẹ́yìn kò lè fi ṣe mọ́ lọ́dún ìbáyìí. Bí èèyàn bá dẹ̀ wà tí ó ralẹ̀ 500,000 ní ọdún 5 sẹ́yìn,
irú ilẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀
pàtàkì jùlọ ó tún wá ní í ṣe pẹ̀lú ibi tí ẹni yẹn fi owó ralẹ̀ sí. Ó lè mílíọ̀nù lọ́pọ̀ ọ̀pọ̀ iye mílíọ̀nù ní onítọ̀hún bá máa talẹ̀ lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ sí. Àǹfààní máa ń jẹ́ fún ẹlòmíràn tó yẹ kó lè ta ní ìlọ́po 2, ìlọ́po 3, ìlọ́po 4.
Ṣùgbọ́n ibi tẹ́ ẹ mẹ́nu bà ó dáa. Ọ̀pọ̀ ọgbàlèyàn wà ara lẹ̀ téèyàn bọ̀ sọ́wọ́ alágbèdá 500,000 tẹ́ ń sọ lọ́dún 5 sẹ́yìn, ẹlòmíràn ra lẹ̀ ní bá a ṣe ń sọ̀rọ̀ ìbáyìí kò rí ilé ọ̀hún gbà mọ́ torí àwọn ọmọ onílẹ̀ ti já gbà mọ́ lọ. Ṣé àwọn nǹkan kọ̀ọ̀kan wà tó yẹ kéèyàn rìn téèyàn ó fi mọ ibi tó yẹ kéèyàn ti ra lẹ̀ nígbà tó yẹ kéèyàn rà ní, àti ìgbà tí ò yẹ kéèyàn rà níbi tí ò yẹ kéèyàn ti rà á?
Bẹ́ẹ̀ ẹ ṣeun atọ́kùn. Ṣé mo pé Yorùbá ní ẹni tó bá mojú ògún nípa bìnírè. Ó ṣe ní láàánú pé ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ alágbèdá wà ní ètò ọ̀rọ̀ ríralẹ̀ àti títalẹ̀. Gbogbo ibi náà dẹ̀ wà lóòótọ́, but ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ wà ní ọ̀rọ̀ ríralẹ̀ àti títalẹ̀. Tí èèyàn ò bá tọ́, tó bá tá tí ò tọ́, ó máa dẹrùn nídìí. Ṣé rí ẹni tó bá fẹ́ ralẹ̀ àbí tó bá fẹ́ talẹ̀, ó yẹ kó tọ agbẹjọ́rò lọ, lọ́yà, láti lè tọ́ nípasẹ̀, because ó ní àwọn ìgbésẹ̀ ní kọ̀ọ̀kan
mo fẹ́ kẹ́ ẹ bá yín àwọn ìgbésẹ̀ díẹ̀díẹ̀ tí bóyá ẹni tí ń gbọ́ wa ní ìsìn tó ti ralẹ̀ tó ti bọ́ wá alágbèdá yóò lè mọ̀ pé ń gbé ìgbésẹ̀ lóòótọ́ àwọn ìgbésẹ̀ díẹ̀díẹ̀ táwọn amòfin àbí kí n sọ pé tẹ̀yìn amòfin máa ń bá yàn rìn àwọn ọ̀nà téèyàn fi ta téèyàn tọ̀ tí ò sì ní dẹrùn nídìí.
ẹ ṣeun atọ́kùn ṣẹ́rí tí èèyàn bá fẹ́ ra ilẹ̀ ara ìgbésẹ̀ tí amòfin máa gbé ní orí ọ̀rọ̀ ilẹ̀ tí ẹni tí ó fẹ́ ra ilẹ̀ fẹ́ gbé tó gbọ́dọ̀ gbé àkọ́kọ́ wò pé irú ilẹ̀ yìí ta ni ẹni tó fẹ́ talẹ̀ fún ọ.
irú èèyàn wo ló fẹ́ talẹ̀ yìí.
irú èèyàn wo ló fẹ́ talẹ̀ fún ọ. báwo ni ẹni tí ó fẹ́ talẹ̀ fún ọ ṣe di onílẹ̀ tí ó fẹ́ tà fún ọ. because a máa ń fi èdè Latin sọ kìíní kan ipe you cannot give what you do not have. now tí a bá ti ṣe pàtó ọdún pé báwo ni talent tí ó tà fún ọ báwo ló ṣe di onílẹ̀ tá a bá ti kọ́kọ́ mọ bí ẹni tó di onílẹ̀ tán a ṣe ìwádìí láti mọ̀ bóyá ó jogún ẹ̀ ni a ṣe ìwádìí bóyá wọ́n bùn ni a ṣe ìwádìí bóyá ó rà ni so nípa lóríṣiríṣi bẹ́ẹ̀ tá a bá ti kọ́kọ́ mọ̀ yẹn tán yàrá tó wá wò pé òkè nígbà tá a ti mọ̀ pé ó ṣe tán a tún wá wo gbèsè pé ká tún gbé ìgbésẹ̀ pé ṣé ilẹ̀ tó fẹ́ rà yìí o ṣé kò sí lára àwọn ilẹ̀ tí ìjọba ti gbẹ́sẹ̀ lé
tẹ́lẹ̀ acquisition.
ó dẹ̀ náà àwọn ìgbésẹ̀ tá a máa gbé láti lọ hàn pé ṣé ilẹ̀ náà kò sí ní under acquisition or not. ó tún kù ìgbésẹ̀ kejì ni pé láti mọ̀ pé ṣé ilẹ̀ gan náà bó jẹ́ pé ẹni tó tiẹ̀ rà á lóòótọ́ ṣé kò sí ẹjọ́ lórí ilẹ̀ náà. because tẹ́jọ́ bá wà lórí ilẹ̀ àmọ́ ibi tó máa já sí.
ó lè já sọ̀sùn ó sì lè
já sọ̀sùn ó lè já sósì ọ̀rọ̀ ẹjọ́ dẹ̀ ní tabatọ́rọ̀ bá ti dọ̀rọ̀ ilé ẹjọ́ kì í ṣọ̀rọ̀ oṣù kì í ṣọ̀rọ̀ ọdún ọlọ́dún pípẹ́ ni. so gbogbo gbèsè láti máa mọ̀ láti wò pókè ṣé gbogbo àwọn kùdìẹ̀kudiẹ yìí kò sí mbẹ̀.
ìkànnì àgídìgbò lẹ ń gbọ́ ètò àgídìgbò real estate ètò tó ń lọ lọ́wọ́ lórí ìkànnì yìí. Let's go back to the lawyer in-house in the studio right here, Barrister Afolabi-Ariyo, and we're discussing something very important: the sales and buying of a property. Now, if we're talking about you were talking about things needed to know, things one needs to know before you go and say you want to buy a property. You mentioned some very few things. I would want you to just have like 3 minutes, 2-3 minutes to wrap it up, to mention those things that are very important for someone who wants to buy a property.
Thank you, Presenter. As I did mention in Yoruba, if you are buying property, you must first know the identity, who is selling to you. It's very, very important. You need to know what to call the root of title of whoever is selling to you. What is the root? How does it come into possession and the ownership of that property? Because it cannot pass to you the title that it does not possess. First, you have to look at how does it become the owner. You have to investigate that, and that's what the lawyer, a lawyer will do for you.
A legal practitioner will work on that.
First, you will know how does it become. Is it by inheritance? It came to the ownership of the property. Is it by purchase? Was it by gift or any other source? Was it by allocation? So the lawyer will have to go through that to verify the authenticity of the property. You also take steps to know whether such property is within acquisition or not.
You need. I think you need to express to details. What do you mean by acquisition?
Thank you.
For a layman.
You see, under the law, the Land Use Act, government, all the land belong to government.
All the land
belong to government. Government can at any time take over any piece of land. So far, such piece of land is taken over for the overriding public interest of everybody. If public institution is to be cited on that property, if you look at it now, the highway, all this highway, the bridges, the hospitals, the police stations, they were land owned by people before.
Mm.
So government took over those property because there's a need for government to build infrastructures
Right there.
right there. So government will take over them compulsorily. And of course, there are procedures for going about those acquisition. Having done that, government then become the owner of such property. Whoever acquire interest in the property before the acquisition
Okay.
loses such interest to government. So if somebody sells that type of property to you and you think you do not have any title over that property, I've seen people in this Ibadan claiming they have paper allocating under the power line to them.
That's another topic entirely, because I've seen a number of places where you have buildings built under major power lines, and you ask questions, and some of them will say, I have registered survey, I have this, I have that. That would really delve into what acquisition is all about. And for those, because sometimes you have people who have built their houses on a piece of land before the government will come and acquire such land. What are the things that they need to do? What are the things I need to do once I build my house